world map, one continent is missing, made up of servers, cables, and virtual interaction. It is an invisible land, yet it is where we now live. I crossed this threshold in search of a new aesthetic. Finding a style, a look, and a sense of belonging is a tricky journey where many of us lose our way. In truth, I'm still searching for myself. By adopting someone else's attire, I risk overlooking my own truth. Yet without even realizing it, what I wear, the items in my home, my hobbies, and even the language I use, all these signs correspond to an invisible code. Unknowingly, I may be part of a very exclusive sphere, secretly awaiting me. The internet offers many gateways into this unique world of aesthetics. I almost missed it as I felt alien to this unfathomable world. Every new artistic field has its own vocabulary, a specific way of naming and categorizing things. In this game, aesthetics are exceptionally confusing. I first heard of it while browsing a site called Aesthetics Wiki, a sort of Babel library seeking to collect this stylistic richness, where I got my ticket for an endless journey. When the internet emerged, innovative visual styles surfaced on platforms like Tumblr, Pinterest, or Instagram, places ruled by image. A global inspiration channel full of creativity and culture anyone could nourish. In these virtual spaces, theaters of the self, stages open to the world, we can reinvent ourselves like nowhere else. This party is open to all, and I also plan to attend. I refer to the aesthetic representing a lifestyle, habit, or idea to express uniqueness using certain codes. From this excitement spring notions of art and culture that inspire me. Soon, some terms seem familiar to me, especially those with common suffixes and prefixes. Wave, core, punk, post, new, cyber. The first term I cling to is cyberpunk. Cyber evokes a futuristic society, almost dystopian, where IT and cybernetics serve as pillars. With punk, I see the activist, alternative, and nihilistic side of societies living this lifestyle. As I navigate this uncharted territory, I see things clearer. Many terms seem to work by association. What do you add next to punk to change its meaning? Solar punk evokes a utopian world based on renewable energies, where punk conveys the anti-capitalism and anti-authoritarianism that has led to this brighter future. Conversely, diesel punk unveils a society built around fuel, while steampunk takes on a similar role, but this time based on steam. These aesthetics arise from historical periods or fears of a time we seek to examine. So it is no surprise to find atom punk and its nuclear dystopia. These parallel worlds generate many aesthetics, from film to musical trends, and even clothing styles. I can finally name the worlds I loved, without conventionalizing them, but others opened unexpected doors. The suffix core comes from hardcore, a term I had often heard but never quite understood. When it appears, it emphasizes the word it is attached to. It means the person has devoted their body and soul to this aesthetic, seeking its essence. I had heard of normcore and its trend of average-looking clothes, cottagecore and its idealized vision of country life, or dreamcore, which seeks to emulate dreamlike sensations. Naming all this inspires me to go further, to delve into these bewildering worlds. I feel I can find myself better when I'm lost. Words with core transport me to an extreme world where habits and styles can be unusual, excessive, or incompatible with conventional socialization. It's a sort of obsession, an embraced and asserted accumulation and saturation. While a part of me tries to reject strangeness, a larger part of me secretly dreams of embracing it. I thought I had explored the internet enough, but delving deeper proved me wrong. Now I am lost, starry-eyed, fascinated by the clans and niches I'm finding. I instantly imagine 1,000 possible lives. I imagine being an adventure core fan, wearing cargo trousers, hiding a Swiss knife and a flint, sleeping in a tent, cooking a meal over a fire I made next to my four-wheel drive Jeep. My backpack hides a Jack London book, and my camouflage satellite phone has the Crocodile Dundee films and some good country music. Every aesthetic I find leads me to more specialized variations. Adventure core leads to camp core, desert wave, or jungle core, and I quickly find connections between them. I soon feel dizzy. Turning an idea into a lifestyle can take many forms and unique themes. Some are predictable, like space core for astronomy fans, or night core for the most dedicated medievalists. But I unexpectedly found disturbing lands, such as clown core and its creepy funfair vibe, but also meat core and revenge core, which helped me get to the drug core and gore core limbo. I'd never imagined I'd see so many people. I wondered if I'd been so taken by aesthetics before. Then I remembered my discovery of grunge and the consequences it had on my genes and my barber's bank account. The Sacred Mountains made me take crazy photos. An Aphex Twin led me to listen and create electronic music. Every time I came across a powerful aesthetic and it spoke to me, I made concrete changes to my behavior and appearance. Yet some aesthetics are imposed on us, like smocks or school uniforms. As teenagers, we all felt pressure to stick to a dominant style, ranging from shoe brands to music. Like a Waikiki t-shirt, a Chevignon puffer jacket, and Timberland boots. Anyone who lacked taste or money couldn't bear this injunction. Brands and trends change, but adolescent social pressure is always there. Through these aesthetics, I wonder what the norm is, and beyond that, where does this constant need to fit in or break free come from? Aesthetics, however, cover all areas. You can't escape them. Seeking to have no style is a style itself, like the normcore mentioned. If you don't define yourself, someone else will. The web is full of aesthetics. Every new platform brings its own style and ways of being. As I explore them, I see how they position themselves against the norm. They may dissociate to shock ordinary people, using excess to alienate from society, or they become so popular that they replace the old norm through clothing, culture, or consumer products. Upon reflection, aesthetic movements often appear to mirror musical trends. Both mine the sensitive realm, reaching us via invisible means. It is indescribable, yet we undergo deep changes. And they always follow or precede political and social revolutions in history. The phenomenon of rap is a striking example of this. This music brought with it a language, dance, typography, and a clothing style that formed hip-hop culture. Yet style shows the avant-garde and mainstream curve. Born on the streets, rejecting all systems, it reached many screens and has become one of the most listened to genres, making its subversive side seem more harmless. A pattern slowly seems evident. Some aesthetics arise from blending and mixing several pre-existing ones. Rap was saved by all the cuttings it created and went back to being avant-garde. Cloud rap is more dreamy and ethereal, while death rap has a gore darkness. The examples are plentiful. Aesthetics can be found in unexpected details. I remember the Green Sky MTV period, when they overused the new digital calibration. One of many details of the iconic late 1990s and early 2000s aesthetic, which we now call the Y2K aesthetic. Aesthetics are hard to define when they emerge. Time often reveals the codes and symbols that make them become key hallmarks of their era. The matter I'm exploring is so profound and omnipresent in creations, I realize how little I know. I'm discovering unknown graphic styles that have been around me for so long. I was 25 when Frutiger era was at its peak. It was everywhere you needed to create a colorful, ultra-modern, technological utopia. It's fascinating that I lived through the era it was at its peak, yet I only realize its importance today. We realize things when they disappear. The name Frutiger intrigued me, and I wanted to find out more. It apparently comes from a font often used in this visual style found in advertisements, magazines, and computer designs, that is, visuals accompanied by text. The Frutiger style has several subdivisions. Frutiger Aurora reminds me of so many wallpapers, Frutiger Eco of stock photo libraries full of corporate visuals, and Frutiger Metro made me shiver with nostalgia and embarrassment. It includes many categories which, unfortunately, all seem familiar. Flashbacks to objects, album covers, and graphic designs, using these style codes with catchy names. Vector Garden and its vectorial flower motifs, Funky Metro or Rave Metro, meant to accompany a new music composition era. I have an ambivalent view of these trends when commercialized. If a brand tries to exploit an aesthetic to sell products and make it mainstream, it risks being frowned upon by fans and killing the underground, clannish nature of its community. Yet some aesthetics rely on brands to build themselves. A certain pair of trainers, a luxury brand print, a particular type of tracksuit. Every internet portal amazes and intrigues me. To explore questions of aesthetics is to observe cycles, peaks and declines, shifts from trendy to has-been. I'm aware that they are elusive concepts, such as fashion, good and bad taste based on the style of the moment, the history, and the culture we were fed and raised on, even coded with. With time and hindsight, we can see them emerge clearly, see how they're born and die, identify the relays behind them. I recall all this and wonder how some of these movements might have come about. There's a starting point. Someone decides to do what no one has done, despite being ostracized for their odd choices. Was it just a passing whim, or did they wish to start something bigger? A thought begins to resonate louder as I progress in my search. It would be wrong to think aesthetics are merely decorative, or even concerned with beauty or validation. These styles express something greater or deeper than we may think. Punk and hippie styles aren't about looks, but signs of social change, of a crisis, or the dawn of a new era. These aesthetics originate from initially small groups, often localized and socially rooted. These movements almost always start out as a form of protest before they mutate. Under the decorative guise, aesthetics are eminently political. While some names are self-explanatory, such as hardcore punk or communist chic, others are more cryptic. I even find dark sides in what first looked like an artistic and liberating trip. Cottagecore hides a conservative, reactionary side, while others openly embrace illegality, like hatecore and its white supremacist ideas. Others make me deeply uneasy, revealing fantasies and illicit deviance, especially when they mix child-related imagery with sexualized content. In certain aesthetics, I've sometimes felt a kind of social contempt, bimbo, scum, chav, and sometimes also the structural sexism of representations. And I feel there are more aesthetics related to female representations, either to impose a form of dictatorship or constitute a way of escaping from it, often by overturning it. The more I see the codes and hidden meanings, the more lost and styleless I feel. Yet many things appeal to me. Inside this peculiar maze, I discover in awe what is known as academia. The idea is to beautify university study areas to reveal romantic and captivating features. All these variations share a love of books, research, and an appetite for period of life devoted to study. I find 30 subgenres that claim to belong to it. Some are eagerly awaited: the music academia and its conservatory approach, the ocean academia and its marine encyclopedists, or the rebel academia, bringing together rebellious students, torn jeans and detention, lockers full of photos, and feet on classroom desks. Each time I discover a new iteration of academia, I'm initially puzzled by unusual codes. Once I see the images behind them, I realize the style fits in, it's even widespread, and I'd simply never noticed it before. What seems odd to me is often due to lack of references and culture, rather than peculiarity. Above all, I marvel at the creativity of humans and their ability to constantly come up with new concepts. Academia reminds me of my own student years. I always felt ambivalent about norms and the styles they imposed, a feeling that arose in that complex period, adolescence. When having style and money were a prerequisite to avoid teenage mockery, I struggled so much I ended up avoiding it at all cost, risking rejection. But it had some benefits. It's maybe how I got drawn into the weird, the bizarre, and deep down, the fascinating. Even if my teenage years made me feel silly at times, it worked as long as I avoided any injunction. The norm acted as a deterrent for me. Even now I'm older, I still take pleasure in wearing odd socks or unusual patterns, as if to avenge that boy who struggled to assert himself. Despite the tricks we pull, we keep deep inside us a teenager craving validation. I identify with these aesthetics, their drastic choices, their urge to dive headfirst into something, adopt a radical approach to being different. In a world of symbols, I see aesthetics as an everyday political tool that anyone can use. Through them, we assert a way of being. We show a desire to join a like-minded tribe, to form a community through shared symbols. The internet is a fascinating accelerator. It spawned styles that might otherwise have died, and is capable of making a trend obsolete within days. Exploring it unlocks the visual richness humans are capable of, and provides a peek into their folly and their urge to push the boundaries of the imaginable. All these ideas inspired me and helped me articulate styles and trends around me, yet I failed to grasp their significance. And what about me? I thought this quest would help me find who I was, but I feel like almost nothing, and yet a bit of everything. Deep down, I envy these people. I'd also like to feel something beyond my simplicity. Yet there is a middle ground, While aesthetics go out of style, one thing won't die out. That vague, universal concept of mixing, reinvention, revival, remixing, and reinterpretation. I was struck by discovering Visual Kei, a Japanese music style blending gothic, punk, glam makeup, and traditional clothing. Such blends are a mystery, making unrelated concepts appear coherent. Similarly, Traumacore blends and contrasts seemingly incompatible worlds, mixing signs of innocence with traces of suffering, like bloodstains on a Hello Kitty drawing. I, in my skater shoes and horror film t-shirts under a 70s shirt, am in a patchwork of diverse influences that create a style. I might try something new tomorrow. The world is too changing and rich to settle on a style. Some say it's all been done before, but there's still so much to mix. Looking back, I realize almost all creations playfully combine existing aesthetics by reinventing them, or revisit past forms using modern standards. By combining two old objects, you make a new one and add value to both parts. As I come to the end of this journey, the concept of normality is no longer clear to me. These incarnations are numerous and vary with age and location. Some are invisible and spread unnoticed, while others need marketing campaigns. And above all, the norm will depend on the individual. I may not see normality the same way as others, and we all approach freedom and emancipation differently. Ultimately, I think most of the people who create an aesthetic are unaware of it. They simply follow a desire, unaware of building an idea. For example, will I unconsciously build the 236 core? Above all, how can we know if this style will become iconic, or if it will fade into obscurity? The enigmatic factor that triggers these mechanisms is time, and its verdict on the things of this world.